What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Asia McMillan here, back again with another video. This is my second time recording this video because I recorded it before. I was using a different program and it wasn't synced up correctly, so whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of make a quick video because I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I market myself? How do I get on this panel? How do I get people within the industry to recognize me? And this could be for any industry, but most people ask me about questions regarding the sports industry, sports business, things of that nature. Um, and I've also been getting a lot of questions just about how to be recognized and how to get involved with, sports, in the industry in general. Just how to get involved, how to get to this event or to that event, how to get on this panel, that panel. So I figured that I would make a video about it and just go over some of the things that I think or some of the things that were beneficial for me when I was kind of getting my foot into the door and into the industry. And this could apply to the sports industry. It could apply to business in general, or just if you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you're trying to get people to see what it is that you have to offer. I made a statement the other day that was like, if you don't feel like you're being successful within your community or within your local area, create the success, right? Create the opportunity. Instead of looking for a seat at the table, build your own table. Build your own table and invite people to sit at the table with you. So this is kind of what this is about. Now, one way to get noticed and to get to be asked to sit on panels or whatever it may be, you have to effectively, two things you have to do: effectively market yourself and effectively network. All right. Now, the first thing, when it comes to effectively marketing yourself, you have to put yourself out there. You have to step outside of your comfort zone and you have to create the content, right? These days, content is king. So you have to create the content that is going to live within whatever, industry or, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Whether you're trying to be an entrepreneur, whether you're trying to get into the sports industry, you want to work for this particular company, you have to market yourself effectively and you have to put yourself out there and not be afraid of what other people are going to think. Because 9 times out of 10, those people that are saying you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that or you should do this or you should do that aren't doing it, and they aren't living the life that you want to live, and they aren't in the position that you want to be in. So you have to effectively market yourself. And what does that mean? What does effectively marketing yourself look like? Well, for starters, you have to become a thought leader within your niche or within your industry. Personally, I am a marketer. I'm a marketing professional. I've been in marketing. I've been an entrepreneur for well over 15 years. I've been marketing myself for well over 15 years, here and there. But I really started taking myself seriously with marketing and building my personal brand in 2016. Uh, so, yeah, I've had businesses before that, businesses after that. I did a freelance thing, the whole nine, right? But I really started marketing myself and building my personal brand in 2016. And I started doing that by showcasing what it was I was doing while I was at school, at university, at Full Sail. And I just kind of tapped into what was really happening within the community. I started to write blogs. I started posting pictures, more pictures on social media. I started just doing more to get my name and my face out there. And I say this all the time. It's not about who you know, but it's about who knows you. It's about those people that are mentioning your name in spaces that you haven't even stepped foot in yet. It's about people mentioning your name to coworkers, mentioning your name to their boss or their colleagues or other entrepreneurs or business owners, right? And a great way to do that in these days is really focusing on, if you're trying to build your business, or even if you're not business to business, you may be business to consumer, or you just are trying to become a thought leader within whatever space you're in or trying to be in. You want to get on LinkedIn, or if LinkedIn isn't your thing, Instagram. If Instagram isn't your thing, TikTok or X or Twitter or whatever the platform is, whether it's audio, visual, written word. You want to make sure you are putting it out there so people can see it. So personally, I try to write an article on LinkedIn at least once or twice a week. I'm actively engaging within people's posts on LinkedIn. I'm creating content on Instagram, creating content on TikTok. So you have to put yourself out there, step outside of your comfort zone. And you don't always have to be front facing or do talking head videos, but you need to put yourself out there and put your work out there so that people can see it, right? You have to put in the work. It's not just I'm gonna create a video once every 2-3 months, which I have been guilty of myself. But you really have to get out there, market yourself, and become a thought leader within your space. My space is marketing, business, branding, and sports business, entrepreneurship, that area. And don't feel like you have to be siloed. Also, don't feel like you have to be siloed into one thing or this thing. Try everything out, because the more you fail, the closer you will get to succeeding. It's really just like taking a gamble on yourself. You have to bet on yourself, and you have to put yourself in a position to win. And in order to put yourself in a position to win, you got to put in the work. So that's number one. How to market yourself: put in the work, step outside of your comfort zone, and really put your all into everything that you're doing. Right. So that's one, marketing yourself. The second thing is how to effectively network. A lot of people, myself included, I'm very introverted. So going out to events is like, it really causes me like a lot of anxiety. I love going to events. Don't get me wrong. I love going to events. I love meeting people. I love just being in a space where people are of a certain caliber. People are being successful. They're putting in the work. They're grinding, whether it be entrepreneurial, whether it be in corporate America, sports, you name it. I just love being in events and being in those spaces. But the one thing that I had to get out of was my fear and my insecurity, right? Fear and insecurity will hold you down. And it's not saying that it's going to happen or go away overnight, because it's not. I still get nervous. I still, just get that antsy feeling, that feeling of anxiety when I go to different events, when I go to network, when I go to these mixers, and it's just who I am. And it may just be who you are. But again, you have to step outside of that comfort zone and put yourself in a position to win, right? Put yourself in a position to be open and accepting of opportunity. So you have to go out, you have to network, you have to get involved in things that are going to push those limits for you. The more work you put in, the better you get at it. So find free events or free networking events, free mixers, free mingles, free happy hours. Get involved in different groups. I'm involved in quite a few groups, but one of the things that really kind of clicked, slipped the switch for me, was becoming an advisory board member for the City of Orlando Family Parks and Rec. It's a great board. We approve a lot of the events that happen within the city facilities here in Orlando, the City of Orlando. And it's really a great board to be on, because you learn so much, right? You learn so much. I have learned stuff that I would not have learned anywhere else. Learning how events get approved, learning how the budget works for the city, learning how, things work when it comes to the parks, or when it comes to event venues, approving budgets. And all of this is public records. You can pull up our minutes and everything online, because we are a public board. We are here to serve the city, and to serve the residents of the city, right? So you have to kind of get into those spaces and really figure out what it is that you want to do long term, because the things that you do now are going to set you up for success 5, 10, 20 years down the road. So make sure that you are setting those habits, setting that routine, and really getting involved in networking your way to what you want, right? You kind of have to live, I don't want to say fake it till you make it, and I've talked about this in some other videos, and on Run to Play Fridays, every Friday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Run to Play Friday. But I've talked about this in some other videos, and it's very, very important, extremely important, to put yourself out there. You have to network and market yourself effectively. And it doesn't even have to be going to industry events or going to city events. It can be going to happy hour at like one of the hotel restaurants and just basically like just testing the waters, right? Just testing yourself and seeing how much networking you can get done, right? Going to a happy hour, going to a restaurant bar down the street, even practicing, when you're in the grocery store or when you are, at any store, really just practicing how to talk to other people, especially if you are an introvert like myself. And it does not help to take a friend along with you to some of these events or to some of these networking mixers and mingles um, when you are kind of reserved and you're just filling things out, because sometimes if you take a friend and that friend is very good at talking or they're very outgoing, they will introduce you to the people that they're talking to, right? So if you know someone at an event, or if you just want to take a friend, if you can bring a plus one, take a friend or a significant other or whoever that is a little bit more open or outgoing to talking to people, and they will be the lead in for you, right? They'll introduce you like, hey, this is my friend so and so. I think you guys would, really, make a good connection. She does this, he does that. Boom, connection made, business card exchanged, and you in there, right? So really effectively marketing yourself, right? Put yourself out there, step out of your comfort zone, become the thought leader in your space, right? Talk about things that are happening within the industry. Give your opinion on things that are happening within the industry, or entertainment or within your business. Just giving your opinion and becoming a thought leader and publishing that content regularly, being consistent about it. That's a little bit of advice for myself. And then effectively networking, right? Getting out there, talking to people, mingling with people, asking people how their day is going, asking people what they do. I was at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers training camp, and one of the ladies there, she was very outgoing, very talkative. And one of the things I noticed was that everyone that she talked to, she, even myself included, she'll be like, hey, what is your name? She'll repeat the name back. So she'll be like, hey, Asia, you tell me a little bit about yourself. That instantly gets people to talking. That instantly breaks the ice. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself. They start talking to you, and then you find common interest, and then you can start developing that relationship and that dialogue. Not relationship, but start developing that dialogue that can lead to that business relationship in the long term. So those are just a few things and few ways on how you can effectively market yourself and how you can effectively network, whether it be within your community, whether it be getting on advisory boards. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. The other thing that kind of goes along with networking and with marketing yourself is don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Be curious in everything that you do. In all things, get an understanding. Be curious. Ask why. Ask why they did this. When you're learning about someone, you introduce yourself and you say, hey, tell me a little bit about yourself. And they start talking and be like, well, why did you get into this industry? What is it that you wanted to change about the industry? What are some things that you think could be done better within your job or within your role? Those are just some questions that you can ask, and never stop asking those questions, right? Keep asking, keep being curious, because that curiosity is going to lead you to like an incredible amount of success. I know that when we were in grade school, middle school, high school, sometimes kids would pick on the other kids who always ask questions. Oh man, put your hand down, girl. Why you keep asking all these crazy questions? Man, that question is stupid. Get rid of that notion, right? Get rid of that thought process. Everything that you ask is important, right? There's no stupid questions, right? There are no dumb questions. If you're curious about it and if you don't know, ask, right? Because at our big age, we too grown to be sitting around not getting full understandings of things and people and just things that we are curious and want to know more about. So ask the questions, right? Market yourself effectively, market yourself often, and be consistent about what it is that you want to know and learn, and be consistent about providing that value to others, right? When you're giving out this information and you're posting your blogs and your podcasts, your videos, make sure that it is providing value for other people. and get out there in those spaces, in some of those safe spaces, and in some of those spaces that are outside of your comfort zone, and network, right? Hand out your business cards, and don't, again, I'm gonna say this one time. When I say network, I don't mean just go network, hey, how you doing, get a business card and leave. I mean meaningfully. You have to put in meaningful time, meaningful work into developing and establishing those business relationships, right? Reach out to people on social media, on LinkedIn. Ask them for advice. Ask them for help with a certain thing. If you see that they're in a position that you want to be in, ask them for help. Ask them how they got to where they are. Ask them for insight into maybe a career move or a career shift. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. I'm checking the time because I didn't want this video to go too long, but put in the work, right? Make sure you're providing value for others through your content and through marketing yourself, and make sure you are stepping out of your comfort zone, going out to those events and getting involved with people who are in the spaces that you want to be in, right? Network, and market. Network, market, and don't forget, keep asking questions and stay curious, all right? So once again, I'm your girl, Agent McMillan. It's been a pleasure to talk to you guys today. I hope you guys learned something. And this is just another video within a series of videos that I plan on producing and putting out consistently, right? I'm trying to do one video a week. This will probably be my second this week, but yeah, stay tapped in with me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Leave me any questions that you have in the comment section below. And you can find out more about me and follow me on social media. Everything will be in the description box below. But yeah, hope you guys found some value in this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.